For generations, heading out into the woods meant embracing a certain amount of friction, fumbling with tangled tent poles in the dark, eating lukewarm meals out of a single pot, and waking up with a sore back from a deflated pad. But nowadays, smart engineering and advanced materials are completely rewriting that, allowing us to elevate our wilderness experience without losing touch with nature. To help you modernize your outdoor kit, we have put together some of the most innovative, game-changing camping gear items and gadgets that deserve a permanent spot in your vehicle or pack this season. Enjoy! Lighting might be covered, but if you're the type who wants one gadget to do it all, the NLocker Lantern might just become your new camp essential. Instead of choosing between a powerful light or a reliable power bank, this delivers both, and it's the world's most powerful outdoor light and power bank combo, designed specifically for adventurers who refuse to compromise on either capability. The lantern features multiple brightness modes and color temperature options, giving you everything from subtle ambient lighting for inside the tent to powerful illumination for setting up camp in darkness or navigating nighttime activities. The integrated power bank functionality means your smartphone, GPS, or action camera stays charged even miles from the nearest outlet. Built for outdoor durability, it's designed to handle the rough conditions of camping, overlanding, and backcountry adventures. Plus, the rechargeable system via USB-C means you can top it up from solar panels, car charging ports, or wall outlets before heading out. For campers who value versatile, multi-purpose gear that reduces overall pack weight while maximizing functionality, this lantern represents the kind of innovative thinking that makes outdoor adventures more enjoyable and less gear-intensive. And after a long day outdoors, none of that gear matters if your tent feels like a cramped cocoon, which is exactly why the Zpacks Triplex Pro Tent stands out. At just 21.9 ounces for the complete tent, this 3-person shelter weighs less than many solo tents while offering 65 inches of floor width and 48 inches of peak height. That's a genuine sit-up room and space for 2 large sleeping pads plus gear, or a couple with a dog or child. Okay, here the secret is Dyneema composite fabric, a revolutionary waterproof material that's inherently water-resistant without coatings, incredibly strong despite minimal weight, and completely stretch-free so it stays taut all night, regardless of weather. The symmetrical design with zippered storm doors on both sides means you pitch facing any direction for optimal views or wind protection, while double L screen door zippers allow easy access from either side without disturbing tent mates. Magnetic toggles secure doors effortlessly, and the bathtub floor with tall walls keeps you protected from groundwater and splash-up. Users consistently praise the massive interior space, quality materials, and impressive durability in extreme conditions. Well, the setup requires practice with the trekking pole system and getting the corner stake tension just right. Some mention the floor is slightly slippery, causing pads to slide on inclines, and it's a significant investment, but most say it's worth every penny for serious backpackers and thru hikers. If you've ever tried sleeping through a freezing night in a tent and woke up feeling like an icicle, the Blackcan 2 Pro might just save your next winter trip. It's the world's first heated outdoor mattress with its own built-in power generator. So instead of piling on blankets and praying for warmth, it literally circulates heat through the mattress using propane or butane gas. What really makes it wild is the little thermoelectric generator installed between the burner and the power pot that not only powers the water pump, but also gives us juice to charge phones or a headlamp, all without batteries or solar panels. One small gas canister keeps it going for about 12 hours, and setup takes maybe 5 minutes, tops. And we also like how it's built with safety in mind. Automatic gas shutoff if it tips over and alarms if things start getting too hot. Yeah, it's definitely an investment, and you'll be spending money on gas refills. But the trade-off is huge. Winter camping stops feeling like survival mode and starts feeling like a legit cozy getaway. Plus, they've got it in single, queen, and king sizes. So whether we're camping solo or sharing, there's an option that actually makes sleeping outside in freezing temps something to look forward to. Now, once you've got your sleeping setup sorted, the next thing that can ruin a trip is unpredictable weather. The Kammok Crosswing steps in here. It's a smart add-on shade and rain panel that clips onto your existing Crosswing awning, built to keep your campsite comfortable, whether it's blazing hot or pouring rain. What's nice is it's really simple to set up, just aluminum toggles that clip on and guy lines that adjust quickly. We like how the angle can be changed depending on where the sun or wind is hitting, which actually makes a big difference. The 3-point staking system means it gets pretty tight without much effort, so you don't have a floppy tarp situation. The waterproof fabric doubles as sun protection, and it comes with its own attached bag, so it doesn't end up lost in the trunk. Honestly, it's not reinventing the wheel, it's a shade panel. But what makes it worth it is the extra livable space it creates. Suddenly, cooking or hanging out outside in bad weather doesn't feel miserable, and the durability feels solid enough for long use. And since no camping setup's complete without knowing where you actually are, the Bugeye 3 brings an old-school essential into the modern age. It's a redesigned compass that makes navigation easier and more intuitive, so even when your phone dies, you're never lost. The dial floats in a way that makes it readable from the top or the side, which is way more flexible than the usual flat compasses we grew up with. And it comes in titanium or aerospace aluminum, so it's light but feels sturdy. We like the luminous glow-in-the-dark dial. It actually works when it's pitch dark, unlike some cheap ones that fade out fast. And being waterproof and sandproof, it's clearly built for outdoors, not just keychain aesthetics. So, what stands out is the accuracy. It moves with your instinct, adapting seamlessly to your position and pace, making direction finding faster, smoother, and more intuitive than ever. People clip it to jackets or packs, and it's small enough to carry. Well, this won't replace GPS, and honestly, most of us probably won't touch it until the phone dies. But that's the point. When tech fails, this doesn't. Finding the right camping light can sometimes feel like a compromise between brightness and portability. But the Klymit Everglow LED light tube changes that equation. This inflatable lighting solution packs down to pocket size and blows up like a balloon when you need serious illumination. The magic happens in its TPU inflatable chamber, which diffuses the white LED strip inside to create soft, even light that reaches up to 270 lumens on the XL model. Unlike harsh directional lights, this creates ambient lighting that fills your entire tent or campsite area. And what we find practical is the USB-powered design with a Hypalon carabiner loop that clips anywhere, from tent ceilings to truck beds to awning poles. The larger models include magnetic attachment points and a dimmer switch, giving you complete control over brightness levels. Users consistently praise how much light it throws for such a compact package, with one camper noting it illuminated their entire picnic table area and trailer. Plus, the water-resistant construction handles outdoor conditions without worry. However, some users mention that it provides ambient lighting rather than focused reading light, but for creating a comfortable, well-lit camping atmosphere that weighs only 4 ounces, it's a great solution that transforms nighttime outdoor living. Traditional portable solar panels force you into an awkward choice between bulky, rigid designs that take up precious pack space or cheap foldable options that fail when you need them most. Solarbrick Gen 3 completely reimagines solar charging with individual magnetic panels that snap together like building blocks, and it gives you customizable power output based on your actual needs. The new design uses powerful magnets for instant connection, and that's going to allow you to create anything from a single 2.5-watt panel up to a 9-panel array, delivering 20 watts through a universal USB-C port with fast charging capability. Here, this functional design keeps your devices charging even in less than perfect conditions. And the modular approach means you only carry exactly what you need, whether that's 2 panels for smartphone charging during a weekend trip or the full 9-panel setup for extended off-grid adventures. The system includes a compact controller for managing USB-C output. Overall, it's perfect for hikers, campers, digital nomads, and anyone needing reliable emergency backup power without the bulk. Of course, once your lights are glowing and gadgets are juiced, the next challenge at camp is staying clean without wrestling a jerry can. That's where the mighty portable sink comes in. It brings home sink convenience anywhere you roam. This patented design features a custom-made rechargeable electronic faucet that delivers continuous water flow at ideal pressure, just like your kitchen sink. Press the button, and water flows smoothly for washing hands, cleaning dishes, or scrubbing gear with a 10-second auto-stop option to conserve water. It holds clean water with a spacious washing basin, built-in shelving for soap and accessories, a paper towel holder, and most importantly, a wastewater compartment underneath. And that's genuinely practical for indoor or outdoor use. Plus, its open design makes it easy to clean every corner and prevents standing water. Users love the water pressure, quiet pump operation, and how it encourages better hygiene and more elaborate camp cooking. Though some mention wishing for longer battery life during extended trips, but most find it lasts several days easily. Overall, it transforms campsite living with functionality that actually matches home comfort. Now, after setting up camp, you'll need a spot to cook, eat, or stash your stuff, and that's where the ZEN Camps Air-2 comes in. It's a clever little 2-tier camping table that balances packability and practicality, so there's actually space to separate food, drinks, and random gear without everything sliding into each other. It's lightweight at just 566 grams, and it sets up really fast, just under a minute once you get used to it. The size works well with low camping chairs, so you're not crouching awkwardly to grab stuff. Details like the raised edges keeping cans from rolling off actually matter more than they sound. The black finish looks good and handles scratches better than most ultralight tables, and cleaning it after messy camp food isn't a pain. It feels surprisingly stable for something so light. There's even an optional 3rd tier, though that might feel like overkill unless you're at base camp for a while. So, for car camping, or short hikes where comfort matters, it's one of the more thought-out compact tables we've seen. Of course, once you've got the campsite set up, it's time to chill, and that's when mosquitoes usually attack. The FlexTail Tiny Repeller 2-in-1 fixes that, creating a protective bubble of bug-free air while doubling as a camp light for those long nights by the fire. It heats up little repellent mats to create a zone of protection, about 10 feet on low, up to 40 feet on max. Setup is quick. It heats in under a minute. What's nice is that it's not just a bug tool, it doubles as a camp light. The LED has multiple brightness levels, from dim enough for reading to bright enough to light the whole area, and even a breathing mode that guides deep breathing with gradual lighting changes. And at around 5 ounces, it's light enough to throw in a pack without thinking twice. Though it does rely on mats, so you'll have to keep extras stocked, and the higher modes burn through them faster. Also, if the bugs are really bad, 40 feet might not feel like enough coverage for a bigger group, but compared to citronella candles or swatting all night, it's a simple tool that actually makes camp evenings better. Of course, every campsite needs a solid multi-tool, and the Gerber Stake Out was made exactly for that. It's built specifically for campers, packing in all the tools you actually use outdoors, right down to a clever stake puller that saves your hands and patience. It weighs just a bit over 3 ounces, yet packs in 11 different tools. The big highlight is the stake puller, shaped like a cane hook, which finally solves the problem of yanking stubborn tent stakes out of hard ground. Other tools include a 2.2-inch blade, scissors, saw, awl, tweezers, ferro rod striker, ruler, bottle opener, and even a built-in carabiner so you can clip it to your pack. Everything is lightweight and ready for camp chores like cutting rope, sparking a fire, or trimming gear. Some users mention the stake puller can feel stiff when brand new, but it loosens up with use. And since it's camp-specific, you don't get as many general-use tools as you would in a typical multi-tool, and it's affordable at around $55. Plus, smartly designed for campers who value gear that actually works at the site. Every piece on it serves a purpose, especially that stake puller, which honestly makes the whole thing worth buying. After setting everything up, you'll want a comfy spot to sit, and that's where the Sitpack Campster 2 shines. This Danish-designed chair unfolds in seconds, giving you a sturdy, compact seat that feels like real furniture in the middle of nowhere. It weighs a little over 3 pounds, but can hold up to 300 pounds, which is impressive for its size. This updated version has 4 legs instead of 3, which makes it much more stable than the original. The seat height is about 12 inches off the ground, perfect for sitting by a campfire or next to a stove. The mesh panels make it breathable, so you won't feel sticky or overheated when sitting in hot weather. It folds down small too, just 13.7 inches by 3 inches by 3 inches, so it easily slips into a pack or car. Even people love its sturdy build and weather-resistant fabric. At about $110, it's a premium camp chair, but you're paying for Danish design that nails functional simplicity. Basically, it's light, stable, and packs smaller than most chairs, which makes it a reliable pick for anyone who hates bulky camp furniture. If you're the type who loves turning your campsite into a mini base camp, the One by Mars Players is the next level setup you didn't know you needed. It folds out into 3 sturdy panels, giving you a stable platform for cooking, heating, or even cooling drinks. The magic here is the Red X Fair Infrared technology, which runs at nearly 98% efficiency. That means no open flames, no emissions, and a lot of safety. Modules let you grill, boil water, or keep drinks cold. Yes, cold without needing ice. It even works as a radiant heater for chilly nights. On top of that, there's an emergency kit built in, a compass, flashlight, SOS buzzer, mosquito repellent, and even a laser pointer for signaling. People really love how fast it heats up and the convenience of having so many functions in one device. The cooling feature especially gets praise. It can chill drinks in just minutes. But the real standout is, you don't need propane, charcoal, or multiple gadgets. This is one eco-friendly station that simplifies your whole camp kitchen into one safe, versatile piece of gear. Keeping things cool is the next challenge, and the Litheli frozen pack takes it to a whole new level. Instead of the usual ice chest you drag around, this thing is actually the world's first backpack-style car fridge. Yeah, a fridge you can literally wear on your back. Well, it actually works as a real electric refrigerator and has a 20-liter capacity. Starting from regular room temperature, it can chill all the way down to -4 degrees Fahrenheit or keep things warm. So you've got a full range, whether you're packing frozen meals, keeping food fresh, or just making sure your drinks stay icy cold. The backpack design is what sets it apart. You've got shoulder straps and a suspension system so you don't have to lug a heavy box in your hands. It runs on Litheli's U20 battery system, which gives you around 6 hours of runtime before you need a recharge. And it's super quiet, just 35 decibels. Plus, even if the battery dies, the triple-layer insulation keeps things cold for about 4 more hours. At 24 pounds, well, it's not exactly light if you're trekking for long distances, and there's no Bluetooth app to warn you when the battery's about to give out. But the way it's designed makes storage efficient, and it feels like a smart middle ground between a bulky traditional cooler and a modern portable fridge. Next up is something that feels straight out of Aussie camping culture. The Kakadu now, if you prefer your campsite to feel more like a cozy outdoor bedroom than a survival setup, the Kakadu Sundowner swag delivers that Aussie-style comfort. It's a freestanding mini shelter with a built-in mattress. The design is freestanding with wide, almost vertical walls, so you're not crouching or squeezing inside. There's actually some headroom, which makes it way more comfortable than most swags. The bottom comes with a built-in 2.75-inch high-density foam mattress, and it even includes a removable flannel cover, so you don't need to pack an extra sleeping pad or bedding. The material is made from 420 gram per square meter ripstop polycotton canvas, paired with a 600 gram per square meter PVC bucket floor, which means it's built tough enough to deal with rough Australian weather. You also get Klymit gusseted windows, a design that allows airflow even when it's raining sideways. Add the built-in Lumos system for easy LED light setup and a 6-panel storage system to stash your gear, and it really does feel like a mini home in the outdoors. But at around 40 pounds, it's heavy, so you won't be strapping this thing to your back. It's clearly meant for car camping, not backpacking. But when you look at the price, about $400, it delivers nearly the comfort of a rooftop tent without the huge investment. Once you've had your rest, you'll probably want to freshen up, and that's where the Boxio wash makes camping easier. This little German-made box is all about giving you running water wherever you are. It's built inside a Eurobox-sized container, measuring about 400 by 300 by 280 millimeters. Inside, you'll find a 5-liter fresh water tank and a matching 5-liter wastewater tank. Operation is pretty simple. A hand pump gets the water flowing, so you don't need any wires or batteries. What makes it stand out is the eco-friendly approach. It's made entirely from recycled plastic and produced locally in Rostock, Germany, which cuts down on waste and transport. People really like how easy it is to put together and how sturdy it feels. Since you're pumping the water manually, it's also very conserving. You only use as much as you need. That makes it great for quick things like washing hands, brushing teeth, or rinsing dishes without wasting gallons. But here, the hose joints can wear out a little faster if they're bent too much or folded repeatedly. But overall, it's a clever and sustainable option for camping, van life, or even an emergency kit at home. And speaking of convenience, hauling gear doesn't have to feel like a workout anymore. The Outisian E-Wagon Ultra is the first electric-powered utility wagon that practically does the heavy lifting for you, no matter how rough the terrain gets. It has two 55 Newton-meter motors tucked into the wheels, which give it enough strength to move up to 200 pounds of gear without you straining. It even handles slopes up to 15 degrees, so hills and uneven trails aren't a problem. The smart flow stride system matches your pace, helping you push uphill and automatically braking when you're going downhill, so you stay in control. Power comes from a removable battery, which charges in about 3.5 hours and lasts around 7 miles of use. And don't worry about the weather. It's rated IP66 waterproof, which means it's safe in the rain or on muddy ground. Users like how the frame is tough, tested to withstand over 1,000 pounds of force, yet still folds up in seconds. There's even a foldable tailgate that opens the storage up to 270 liters. Great for long items. Though it's kinda heavy at 70 pounds and the price is steep. But here, it cuts about 95% of your hauling effort, making it a lifesaver for overlanders or anyone who regularly drags heavy gear into the outdoors. Now, if your idea of good camping includes real food and not just instant noodles, the Messermeister Adventure Chef set's got your back. It's a 6-piece foldable kitchen kit that packs everything you'd want for outdoor cooking without weighing down your bag. This 6-piece kit is basically a portable chef's kitchen, wrapped up in a neat waxed canvas case. Here, inside, you get a full-sized 6-inch chef's knife for chopping, a 6-inch fillet knife for slicing fish or meat, a handy camp utensil, a peeler and paring knife for all the small jobs, plus a folding cutting board. Basically, all the tools you'd normally have at home, just designed to be packable and travel-ready. Its blades are crafted from pro-grade German stainless steel, so they're sharp, strong, and built to handle tough ingredients. What makes them extra special, though, are the maple wood handles. They look gorgeous, feel comfortable in hand, and are sustainably sourced, so you can cook easily while enjoying nature. It turns campsite cooking from just getting by into a proper gourmet experience and care about food. This set makes cooking outside fun again. And for those who love gear that can multitask, the Haloxeen all-in-one system takes that concept to the extreme. It's a modular system that can transform into different setups: table, lampstand, tripod, stove stand, shelf, or support rods. It's built from lightweight aluminum alloy and stainless steel, weighing anywhere from 380 to 850 grams, depending on the setup. Even though it's light, it can still handle a solid load. The design includes an anti-tip stabilizer, a detachable tabletop, and a hidden hanging system, letting you configure it in lots of different ways. The perforated tabletop cuts the weight by about 12%, and it doubles as mounting points for gear. It even won a 2023 Red Dot Design Award, which says a lot about how innovative it is. Kickstarter backers gave it a 98% satisfaction rate, which is rare. Some users mentioned that the lining inside the case can catch on the zipper, and the modular setup takes a little practice. But once you get the hang of it, it basically replaces 5 or more separate camp items in one. At around $150, it's a great value if you're into small packing. Less clutter, more flexibility. Now, if regular tents feel too basic, the Xeno Nest completely redefines what camping shelters can be. known as the world's first two-story inflatable tent. Yep, 2 levels in one tent. That gives you both a living room and an upstairs sleeping area. Basically a pop-up cabin in the wild. It takes about 4 minutes to set up with an electric pump. And once it's inflated, you've basically got a 3-room camping apartment. The lower level works as a living space, while the upper level serves as a private sleeping area. The tent uses dual-layer mesh and fabric, so it's comfortable year-round. The air beams measure 180 millimeters thick, tough enough to withstand winds up to 20 meters per second, which is about 45 miles per hour. Inside, there are plenty of hanging points for gear, adjustable height options, and zip-on or off panels for privacy. It's roomy too. Easily fits at least 6 people. On the downside, it weighs 55 pounds, so it's not light, and the price ranges from about $1,100 for just the tent to $2,600 for the full kit with extras. Some people also say the setup isn't always as simple as advertised, but the real appeal is the concept itself, a portable 2-story tent that feels closer to a cabin than a standard shelter. It's a unique choice for families who want more comfort in the outdoors without upgrading to an RV. So, that was our list of 25 next-level camping gear and gadgets you didn't know existed. Thanks for watching. Feel free to reveal your thoughts in the comments section and share this video if you find it helpful. And to know more about outdoor products, reviews, and buying guides, you can visit our website, GoOutdoorZone.com.